an effort to try and kick against the sort of trends. We believe that you know, it's still very much possible to have a music store, you know, not just a store that sells all sorts of other things, but, you know, genuinely a music retailer. And having investors involved gave us the opportunity to do that, to try and realise the kind of vision that we had for a store like this, with the different facilities, the ability to actually sell independent and great music in a way that hasn't ever really been done in the UK, or maybe, you know, hasn't been done for, you know, 30 or so years, you know, and that's where we are today. Yeah, I do remember the first record I bought. I think it was a Procol Harum record in about 1969, probably, something like that, to my embarrassment. And then probably a few others that I can't remember quite so well, but I can vividly remember the first time I went to Rough Trade. I started working Rough Trade in 1979. I was just before I was 20. I can remember walking into the shop in Kensington Park Road for my kind of first day with a great deal of trepidation. As a 19-year-old who'd never been into a shop like that before, and it was a pretty scary experience. And I can, you know, remember then, you know, being thrown into the deep end of sort of, and it was a, you know, it was a different world then. It was a different kind of space, you know. Notting Hill was quite was still quite edgy, you know. We really weren't far from the front line, and you know, it was nothing like Notting Hill is today, you know. There were none of the kind of swanky shops, and Westbourne Grove was all antique shops, and you know, All Saints Road was if not a no-go area, it was pretty much, you know, now it's full of restaurants and, you know, kind of stuff like that. So it was a pretty scary experience, and for a sort of young, wet behind the ears 19-year-old going into work in a shop like that and selling kind of pre-release reggae to sort of kind of heavy rastas and punks. And I can remember one of the first people I had to serve was Johnny Rotten. Literally, I'd probably only been working there a few days, and John Lydon came in with this big rasta guy, and I had to play them about 30 or 40 pre-release reggae singles. And there was no, you never had turntables out, and you had to play them yourself, you know, and they'd tell you, you know, listen to 5 seconds, take it off, no, you know, you'd be trying not to scratch the record and make a mistake. And it was about 11 o'clock in the morning, and they were both drinking from a Hennessy bottle. So that was one of my earliest experiences of Rough Trade. I'm Pete Donne, Managing Director of Rough Trade Retail Group.